Hey guys, welcome back to today. So today we're going to be doing Kali again. It's going to be double stick day. So go ahead and grab both your sticks. So what we're going to be learning today is we're going to be learning the 6-count Sinawali pattern, and we're going to do it in 3 different variations. All right. So we're going to start in this closed chamber position. It's going to be where one arm is just underneath the other across the body. So if I have my right hand on top, it's on the same side, and my left hand is underneath. Now as we're doing this, the cadence is going to be a cut through, and then the third count is going to strike and bounce back, and it'll be the same thing on the other side. Cut through, and bounce back. All right, so you might have this, you might not have this, but I want you to try to go along with me. I'm going to be going slow and picking up the speed. We're going to be doing this for 2 minutes. This first one, all of our strikes are going through the head level. I want the tip of your stick slightly above your hands in case you're working with a partner. You're able to actually clack sticks while doing this. But I want those strikes all going through your own head level. All right, 2 minutes. Ready? Begin. Strike through, forehand. Strike through, backhand. Strike and bounce back the third strike. So 1 cuts all the way through, 2 cuts all the way through, 3 strike and bounce back. All the way through, strike and bounce back. All the way through, strike, bounce back. Cut through.
I found this on the web.
Cut through, strike and bounce back. No one's talking to you, Siri. Strike through, bounce back. Strike through, bounce back. Cut all the way through, going to the head level, all the way through. Make sure you keep that blade edge orientation. We're still imagining that these are swords. Hit with that blade edge, cut through, bounce back. Keep this going. If this is too easy for you and you already know this, work on some footwork patterns as you're doing this, right? You can do almost all of our footwork patterns can be done with this exact same thing. So keep that going. If you don't know it, just like this. You don't have to move around. Just practice the pattern. Strike through, hit with the blade edge. Strike through, strike and bounce back. If you start to feel more comfortable, then you can go a little bit faster. Now, one of the things that I see people do, and I do it on mistake every now and then when I start to speed this up, is I will flip my wrist over too early on this forehand strike, and I would be hitting with the flat edge of the blade and not actually cutting through and then rotating after I've cut through my target. So make sure you go through the target and then you have your rotation. All right, we don't want to do it too early like this. And time. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is basically going to be the exact same pattern. It is the exact same pattern. We're just aiming at different targets. So it should be a little bit easier to grasp this one if you didn't quite get the other one super fast, right? So it's cut through the top, cut through the bottom, strike the top, and bounce back underneath. So high cut through, low cut through, strike, and bounce back. All right, 2 minutes. Begin. High cut through, low cut through, high bounce back. High cut through, low cut through, high bounce back. All of these are going to be this exact same pattern. They're just going to be targeting different areas. All right, so by the end of this class or lesson, you should have a pretty good understanding of what this is going to look like and how to apply it in different ways. So high cut through, low cut through, bounce back. High cut through, low cut through, bounce back. My watch keeps thinking that I'm trying to talk to it. High cut through, low cut through, bounce back. If you feel more comfortable, you can start to move around. High cut through, low cut through, high bounce back. High cut through, low cut through, high bounce back. All right. I'm moving around, but I'm not moving at a super fast speed right now. But as you gain more comfort with this, speed up what you're doing, practice certain patterns, right? You've got your reverse triangle that you can do this on. You can do this on your forward triangle. You can do this on, the step up and back footwork, right? Or Ginga footwork. essentially. You can do this on triangle stepping footwork. I know you can't really see my feet that well. I don't want you to focus too much on my feet right now. I'm just throwing out random footwork patterns that can be done with this. High cut through, low cut through, high bounce back. And of course, if you don't feel comfortable with that yet, stay still. It's all right. And just practice these patterns. High cut through, low cut through. Low cut through is aiming at the knee, right? So the tip of my stick should go towards my knee height. Cut through, rotate after you've fully cut through your target. Don't hit them with the flat edge of the blade. If you have training blades, use those. Time. Training blades will tell you pretty well if you're hitting with the flat edge versus the blade edge. All right, so the next one we're going to do is called earth. All right, so the first one was our heaven, the second one was standard, and this third one's called earth. Right, these are Sinawali 6 counts. So with earth, I'm going to strike all of them down low. Right, they're all going to the knee as I do this pattern. Right, so it's the exact same thing though. The first one is that forehand cut through, then a backhand cut through, and then the backhand bounce back. 2 minutes and begin. Earth, 6, 1, 2, 3. 1 cuts through, 2 cuts through, 3 bounces back. Low, low, low. Cut through forehand, cut through backhand, bounce back, backhand. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? That's why it's called Earth 6, is because it's 6 strikes in order to repeat back and end in the exact same place that we began, right? In that closed chamber position. Cut through, strike and bounce back. Cut through, strike and bounce back. And once you feel comfortable, again, you can start adding some footwork. If you don't quite feel comfortable with this yet, and don't worry about it, you don't have to add that footwork yet. But I just want you to be aware that that's what's coming, right? You need to eventually be able to do everything that I show you. Everything with Kali should be done with footwork, and just about everything in all styles should be done with footwork. So I'm kind of going a little bit faster, and I'm more talking while we're doing this. Hopefully at this point you have the idea of what we're doing, right? The top hand strikes first and it cuts through. And the low hand strikes and it cuts through. And the top hand comes, bounces back underneath. 1, 2, 3. Again, don't hit with that flat edge of the blade, right? If my thumb or the spine of my thumb is pointed upwards, whenever I'm in the center, I'm hitting with the flat, right? It should be pointed back, right? Palm should be up. If it's a forehand, palms up. If it's a backhand, palms down. Keep this going. And time. All right, so the last thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna put these all together, all right? So we're just gonna do this next one for 1 minute, but we're gonna do heaven 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all high. Then we're gonna do standard 6, high, low, high, high, low, high, all 6. Then we're gonna do earth 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all of them down, and then we go back to heaven, right? So this is called heaven, standard, earth, right? It's a pretty common pattern, but if you hear me say heaven, standard, earth, it's all 3 of them put together just like that. All right, 1 minute and begin. Heaven 6, standard 6, earth 6. Now make sure you get down a little bit low when you do earth. Bend your knees. Heaven, standard. I'll try to slow it down a little bit. Sometimes I start to rush. If I do, just let me know, and eventually I'll correct it. Keep it going. Heaven 6, standard 6, earth 6. If you're comfortable with this, do them while moving around. Heaven, standard, earth. Heaven, standard. I'm talking faster than I'm going. Earth. Keep it going. High line, middle, and low. All right, that's time. All right, so hopefully you understand now this basic 6-count Sinawali pattern, right? And how we can do it. High, low. If you want to throw middle strikes in there, that's fine too. Play around with this and just try to get comfortable with this. It's a very common pattern. All right. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, comment, go watch the other videos where I do even more Sinawali stuff, and have a great day.